Already in the front there.
Well, guys, what do you take out of what we just saw out there? Obviously, you guys built a pretty big lead and held them off, but it was an exhibition game. What do you both take out of today?
I'll say that we learned a lot. We did some great things out there, but we also did some things that we can get better at. I thought that one's out the window. We're looking forward to Tuesday. Like Coach just said, that's going to be a battle. And right now, we're honestly just going back and going to go watch the tape and practice hard and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. It was a great game to get out there, get some chemistry going with the guys. But it's definitely a lot we have to work on getting ready for Tuesday's game, which is going to be a tough one. So.
And Meechie, I mean, obviously, well, both of you guys last year, had roles on the team. This is the most, I know it's an exhibition, but the most we've gotten to see from both of you guys. What did it feel like to be able to impact the game in the way that both of you did?
It felt great. Both of us put a lot of hard work in this season, summer, and to go out there and just be able to show a little more. Honestly, it feels great. But like we say, we got to get back in the gym and got to come back and be ready for Tuesday. So it felt great to go out there and play against the fans and put on the show a little bit for the people out there.
How much more comfortable do both of you guys feel just being on the court, in your second years, and especially offensively, and just your comfort level, getting more shots and being more involved on offense?
I would say that comfort, comes from practice. So, we've been in practice, putting in hard work, working in the off season, like you said. Just putting in that sweat equity, I think, gives you the level of confidence that you need and comfort to go out there and do what you do.
Meechie, you were extra aggressive to maybe start this game a little bit and looking for your shot. And when you're in there with Jamari, are you more, open and free to do that since you're not necessarily running the team at that time?
You said was I'm like being more aggressive?
Yeah, like really aggressive.
Yeah, 100%. That's the type of player I am. Coach know that. Tell me to play aggressive, and I try to play aggressive and try to play smart at the same time. But yeah, man, playing with a guy like Jamari, and him being the point guard when we're both playing together, definitely give me more opportunities to be a little more aggressive than when I am running the team. But at the same time, still trying to find teammates and get everybody involved at the same time. So I just want to be aggressive all around.
How's that balance coming along of when to try to make a play, when to shoot, when to try to throw a cross court pass back up to the top of the key that Malachi was open, coming with that kind of just that balance that you're.
Honestly, it's just instinct. Being a basketball player, I've been playing my whole life, and I'm not a selfish player. Like I'm an aggressive player, but I'm not a selfish player. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking to get my teammates involved, but I'm also looking to score, and it's just like making the right play. If this is what you do every day, just what y'all do is like what's right from wrong, and I just try to make the best play and do what's right for my team to help them win.
A lot of threes for you guys tonight. More than what you guys averaged at least attempted last year. I'm curious, is that something that you guys wanted to work on tonight, or is that kind of turning what you expect your identity as an offense to be, is kind of that outside focused and yeah, is that what you guys want your offense to be?
Honestly, don't think so. We like to play through the paint, but we're just taking what the defense gave us. A lot of times we were open in transition. We try to, if we go inside and get a kick out three and it's open, most of our guys can shoot threes. We work on it, so we're fine with taking those shots. But we did shoot a lot of threes tonight, but that's something we just got to work on.
What did you learn from? Especially it was a little bit cold there for you guys from three in that first half, but been heating up, getting a little bit of momentum, a little bit of rhythm going from three. What did you learn from that? And is that something that you can see applying in future games for you?
I think we learned that ball energy creates rhythm. So if the ball's moving around and guys are getting a lot of shots, the energy flows. So if one person hits a shot, the next person's gonna hit one, and it kind of just builds the offensive rhythm for the whole team.
For both you guys, obviously replacing CJ, replacing Dwayne, we've talked a lot during the preseason about the number of minutes that have been open. What has that battle been like for you guys as you've gone through the preseason with a lot of guys, in the mix there to try to fill those roles?
Like you said, it's minutes open, but at the same time, we're a team, and we all know that we all have a role to play, and like you said, it's a battle. You just grinding every day. I don't know if of course everybody want to play, but for me, I'm just trying to every day attack practice like it's a game, and I'm just preparing myself. So whether if that's me playing 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it got to be to help my team win. I don't get it wrong. Of course, I want to play, and I work hard to play a lot, but. It's just a battle. You just go to practice every day and just do whatever you can to prepare and help your team win.
I say it makes us, it makes us better. It's competitive practice, so of course we're going to win each other. because of course everyone wants to play. So you know we're battling each other, competing. So it honestly just makes us a better team in general, making each person better.
How have you seen Coach Holtman work with you guys through that? He's notoriously tough on his guards, especially his point guards. I know you guys have played the game a long time, but you're young. I mean, you guys, second year, Malachi first year. How have you seen him handle just that inexperience? Because there's obviously going to be some mistakes that are going to come with that.
I mean, yeah, he knows that. He tells us, he's going to allow us to play through some mistakes and that we're young. You know what I mean? But honestly, yeah, we are young and we don't have much experience on being on the court, but we've seen a lot. We've seen C.J. Walker, Dwayne Washington go a year and be a top 10 team in the country. We were a number 2 seed. We done been in a Big Ten championship game. Like, we done been right there. So, as far as being on the court, we're not that full experience, but, we know what it takes to win and we know what it takes to get there. And at the end of the day, we got each other back. So, young or old, like, we're just going to go out there and play like that's our last game.
Yeah,
Eugene, there was a time where you hit 6 straight points for the Buckeyes on either back-to-back threes or 3 and a jumper. Just it looked like you were riding a hot hand. You had 6 or 7 shooting, and you led all scorers. Just how did it feel for you to go out there and just make a big impact offensively?
Honestly, it's a lot, to be honest. Going through the off season, I had a lot to come back through, battling COVID and everything. So it was a little bit of a different off season for me. But to get out there and be able to play those big time minutes and help my team win, it just felt great.
To go through the struggles like you did in the offseason, just how much does tonight impact your confidence going into next week's season opener?
I try not to let games impact my confidence because some nights you'll have it, some nights you don't. So I gotta just get back in the gym and just keep putting in that sweat equity to give me that confidence.
Would you guys say, this is the first time we got to see Malachi. The first time he goes up for a shot, it gets stripped, and then he comes down, he drives, he scores, he hits a 3. What have you seen from playing with him and practicing with him?
I mean, he's young just like we are. We're going to make mistakes. He's going to make mistakes. He's an aggressive player. And, when you're aggressive sometimes, stuff like that happens. So, I mean, he plays hard. He turns the ball over, get back on defense, and he has confidence to come back down and make a play. So, that's the type of player he is. And, we'll live with those mistakes just like, he'll tell us we'll live with ours.
Yeah, I mean, coach emphasizes that a lot. If you make a mistake, you just got to play hard through it. Like effort overcomes mistakes. So, I mean, if he comes down and messes up, I mean, we know the type of player he is. He's going to get back on defense. So we can just, allow each other to make those mistakes and play through them.
Coach Holtman has talked about wanting this team to be better defensively than last year's. A lot this offseason we've talked to him. Obviously today you guys are playing a team you should handle defensively, but what have you made, not only tonight, but of your defense in practice and kind of how that process is coming?
Well, we've kind of basically embraced it. That's always what we're saying. Like anything we do, most of the drills we do, we're trying to get stops. We don't worry about scoring. So we really focus on that. Like any media timeout, anytime we come together, we're saying let's get a stop. Like let's get kills. That's 3 stops in a row. We try to just really emphasize like the defensive end of the court. So we try to bring energy to that side of the world.
Meechie, you always said that when you would have your first real press conference at Ohio State, you'd be thinking about your dad and his opportunities. Is that going through your head at all right now?
100%, 100%. When they first asked me, when they announced my name, what I want to be announced as Johnson or Johnson Jr. I told him Johnson Jr. just because I always want my dad to kind of live through me, and just seeing him at the game today, seeing all the fans out there just felt great, man. I haven't played in front of fans since I was a sophomore in high school when I tore my ACL, so just to go back out there and see him, my family, and the fans, and all of you guys, man, just felt great to be out there.
How big of a crowd did you have?
Man, I probably had about 11 family members, had some friends buying tickets, some family buying tickets. I got a big family, so, Cleveland, they always come and support me, and shout out to the 216.
When you guys kind of look at the preseason being over now with this game, where's the confidence level of this team heading to your first game?
I would say it's pretty high. Of course, like we say, just the work that we've been putting in, how much time and effort we all know that we go through, blood, sweat, and tears that we all put together. It's starting to build a confidence for us. And on the defensive side of the ball, I feel like with Jamari coming in, bringing that energy to that side of the floor, it really connects us as a team. So I feel like our confidence is pretty high going into that game on Tuesday.
And last question just for me, you guys got in front of Buckeye Nation for the first time in 606 days, for the first time in your career. How cool was that tonight?
It was an experience. Like we said, we haven't played fans in a minute. I'm just excited to have fans out there and just give you that extra bit of adrenaline when you need it.
I say for me, I've been coming and watching Ohio State basketball games since I was a little kid. To finally be out there in the jersey and playing in front of the fans. And it meant a lot to me just from being from Ohio and to be able to put on for your city. So thank you to all Buckeye fans. And we're looking forward to seeing you next week and being loud against Akron.
Okay, that's all the time we have for players.